We've talked about behavior change before. We've talked about systems before. We've touched on decision mapping and systems thinking. Now we're going to bring a couple of those together. If your behavior change initiatives are not working, it might be your systems. So today we're going to look at places where we often try to implement a behavior change where a system improvement might be the answer. And we're going to look beyond isolated interventions and try to consider the broader context influencing our work. First, most isolated interventions are going to have upstream and downstream effects. We often implement standalone solutions and they're targeting a specific problem. But what we don't realize is that there is stuff up above that and then stuff below that that is also influenced. And so thinking about those things, thinking about the system as a whole is going to be more impactful than looking at just an isolated intervention. That might mean that we have to not only fix the isolated thing that we think we need to fix, but we need to look at the downstream effects and fix those too. And then look upstream and what needs fixed there. And then redesigning the whole process may be what the solution is. Being more proactive about that can lead to then more sustainable outcomes. So the first thing you want to do is map your ecosystem. So identify all the components that are engaged in a certain process, and then look at how those influence each other. Is it people talking to each other? Is it an exchange of documents or instruments or something? And really get an understanding of how those pieces and parts interact and influence each other. And then look upstream from that, especially for things that are recurring issues. Trace it back to try to identify the root cause. And then develop strategies that address those upstream causes as well as the place where you thought there was something wrong. Most importantly in this, you're not alone. So engage the other people involved to collaborate on solutions that everyone can get behind. The broader system rather than the isolated thing. So challenge yourself to think beyond the immediate, isolated intervention and consider how our actions all along the chain contribute or can contribute to more effective and resilient practices. Good luck. I'll see you tomorrow.